What's up, guys? Bran here from Bloody Breakdown with you all again to go over the latest re-released trailer of the Season 9 Walking Dead that's going to be coming up on October the 7th, if I'm not mistaken. That'll be 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I believe. So they had this trailer up for a week or two. They took it down and they put it back up. And I've noticed at least one or two small differences in this new trailer. And I never got a chance to really take a look at the other one. So with October the 7th, I'm just around the corner, and the return of this show that has been very divisive lately amongst its own fans, I think it'd be interesting to take a look at it and see what's being billed as Rick Grimes' final episodes. As most of you know who are fans of the show, Andrew Lincoln will be taken off, as well as Lauren Cohen, who plays Maggie. I believe she'll be leaving as well. So the show's about to get a shake-up. Things are about to change. A lot of rumors about the Commonwealth and the Whisperers coming to fruition in this season. A lot of character development and growth, I believe, is going to happen. And a lot of people watch the show and they just want to see zombies, and that's fine. I want to see that too. But a lot of people don't really appreciate the character development, which I don't really understand, because how are you supposed to care if these people get eaten by zombies if you don't know anything about them as characters? So, I'll stop rambling, and let's take a look at the latest re-release trailer of Season 9 of The Walking Dead.
It's been a while since we had one of these talks.
Let me just say really quickly, maybe I'll kiss Andrew Lincoln's ass a little bit, but this is just the first thing that came to mind there. For a Brit to have nailed the Georgia accent the way that he has, and I live in South Carolina, I'm incredibly close to Georgia, kudos. Anyone who gives him a hard time saying Carl, fuck off. This guy did a fantastic job with that accent. And in my opinion, had some of the best acting in the history of the show. Dig the beat.
It wasn't that long ago.
Anyone else notice that Maggie has straight up Eugene hair right there? Like, legitimate mullet? I don't know.
We were fighting just to stay alive.
Little Glenn.
But it's not like that anymore. We're building. We're growing. Still ready to deal with this world on its own terms. We're all gonna pitch in and make sure that Sanctuary has what it needs, so y'all can get back on your feet. Bless you, Rick Grimes.
This is something you got to expect to see happen in the show eventually. Cars are going to break down. Gas is going to become gone, depleted, no more. You're going to see people, utilizing horse and carriage, as we're about to see, and as we saw just a second ago. I kind of like where they're going with this. It's almost like it's kind of funny, but a friend of mine said the other day, is Little House on the Prairie like a follow-up to The Walking Dead? It's like, no, shut the fuck up, you're stupid. But I mean, I get where he's coming from. It's interesting.
No matter what happens, it's human nature to come together.
That's a real pretty picture you paint there, Rick. When do I get to see it?
Don't you ever get tired of acting like you're still in charge?
Do you?
Shots fired. I love the dynamic between their characters, Negan and Rick. I think both actors, Lincoln and Morgan, have done fantastic jobs. Rick definitely more of a longevity in that job, but nothing against Jeffrey Dean. Fantastic performances by both guys. I think in the what was supposed to be 6 episodes that are going to be Rick's last in this season, I think that you'll probably get some more good banter between those two, as shown by this trailer and several other different releases that we've seen.
And we were fighting the Saviors.
You told me that soon you'd be the one following me.
But you didn't. Because I wasn't someone to follow. That changes now.
And this is something else I'm interested in, because that season 8 ending kind of had a deadly alliance showing up between Maggie, Daryl, and Jesus, thinking Rick was wrong in what he did. And it's interesting. I'm thinking, how far will they go to convince him that his idea of the world isn't what it is in their opinion? And with Maggie leaving, it's you kind of hope there's not like an inner battle that takes them both out. I'll tell you, it would be great to be able to not have to kill them off if they're leaving, but that's the case. At least I think so, and I think most other people believe so as well. I just hope they do it with a little bit of dignity, And maybe it makes sense.
You
How about
think
that?
you got all this on lock?
We need to start talking about making some rules. An agreement between all the communities. Like,
So, you got Oceanside, which was the all-female camp, Alexandria, with Rick and his group. The Sanctuary, formerly Negan's place. They even have a sign to Toledo, so I guess they're near Ohio now? I guess, around that area? Well, they were around Virginia, so I guess that makes sense. HQ usually stands for headquarters, and the only thing I don't see on here would be the Hilltop and the Kingdom. So maybe one of those two are, quote-unquote headquarters. But I think it's pretty cool that they're starting to map out the world again. It's interesting.
this is how we treat each other. And
Oh,
this is what
hell,
happens when we
Jerry.
don't.
My man Jerry getting some action.
That small group we had back in the beginning, you could do anything. That was right. Just don't feel right, man.
It's on us. Figure out how to make it work.
That little boy's a
We
legit
don't know
badass.
if they're ever gonna forgive each other, Rick. If they can even move on.
So you're going to have a contingent of saviors that are still Negan, so to speak. I like that. I like there being that dichotomy between some of the former saviors who feel like, like that guy said at the beginning of the trailer, oh, bless you, Rick Grimes, And then you have the other contingent of people who are like, nah, fuck this. We're still Negan. We're still Negan. Loyal to the very end. So another element, put onto the layers here in this season. I like where this is going so far.
Just wanted to pull that trigger. And before it begins,
Where is
When it
Eugene?
finally goes to,
I need more Eugene.
and it will. You make sure you come back and you tell me all about that day.
Speaking from experience. I just noticed some cornfields, and I noticed Gabriel there in the background, who at this point is starting to look like a child of the corn. So that's kind of interesting. Are they making scarecrows out of walkers now? That's pretty cool too. Also, I forget her name. Her name just really eludes me at the moment, but she was the weird landfill lady. The trash lady, the only survivor of those trash people. I wonder how her transition's going to be, because she seemed like a very odd person. Yeah, there's Eugene. Jesus is behind you, Maggie. And see, there's some more of the helicopters that people are talking about could be referencing to the Commonwealth from the comic books. I guess we'll have to see. I also noticed that Carol was hugged up there with Daryl, but either in this trailer or a different one I'd seen, she's also smooching with Ezekiel. So, quit hoeing around, Carol. Rick riding bitch.
It's about all of us together. Keep doing that, they'll see we're all on the same side.
Or not.
We on the same side, Rick.
Well, you tell me.
Bro fight. It's going to be a bro fight. I hope they really don't, like, for all intents and purposes, I believe a lot of this Daryl and Rick at odds thing is misdirection. Because they keep saying the show is going to be more geared towards Daryl after Rick or Andrew Lincoln's departure. So, if you have Daryl kill or in some way cause Rick's death, I don't think people would be a very big fan of his anymore, especially to be the top spot on the show. So I think that's a little bit of misdirection. What a
Who were you
jazzy
before?
beat.
Before all this? I was a music teacher.
Waited tables at a truck stop.
She said she was a journalist, but she's just being modest.
Fuck that, I was weird.
And who are you now?
Incoming!
Why'd they baghead Jason her? October 7th. Little camo here, I suppose. Holy shit. So that part actually had a lot of people talking. People who aren't familiar with the comic books will probably think, are these walkers, zombies, whatever you call them, are these things going to start like evolving and talking? No, I don't believe that to be the case, because anyone who's familiar with the comics will understand a group called the Whisperers, who wear the flesh or the deteriorating flesh of these walkers and kind of walk among them. That's probably what that is a reference to. I'm about 99.9% sure of that. So with that said, the group is going to be having to deal with the infighting between former saviors and the group that took them down. You're also going to have the Commonwealth looming. That we see images on the some of the artwork of them in the Washington, D.C. area, which could allude to that. And now we're seeing things from the Whisperers. So there's going to be a lot of conflict. There's going to be a lot of fighting. There's going to be a lot of development when it comes to character. And I'm one of those guys who enjoys that whole spectrum from A to Z. I enjoy all of that. I love the show. I love what it's been doing. I know it's not the ratings juggernaut that it used to be, but it's still a damn big show to contend with. Don't get me wrong. But I am very much looking forward to season 9. I did hear just the other day that the people up at AMC thinks this thing can go 10 more seasons. Now, as big of a fan of this show as I am, I'm not so sure that's gonna play out that way. I'd be fine with the show lasting another season or two. I think as long as it's good, though, as long as it's fresh, and they continue evolving the story and giving us more character development and action and drama and scares, then I'm down. I'm down as long as they want to do it. But can it last that long? That's an interesting question. But that's not what we're worried about. We're worried about October 7th, guys. That is when The Walking Dead Season 9 will premiere on AMC. I'll be watching it. Will you? So let me know down in the comment section below what you think about this latest Walking Dead re-release trailer, what you think about the upcoming season, what you think about the show in general, what you think about the 10 years to come, according to AMC. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Also, leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe and ring my notification bell if you haven't already done so you'll never miss an upload. And as always, guys, check in the description section where you'll see Show More. Just click that and you'll be met with a litany of links where you can follow, friend, like, share, and even support everything we do here on the Bloody Breakdown channel. So, one more time, guys, I'm Bren from Bloody Breakdown, and we'll catch you next time.